Hi. Forgive my terrible setup, for I am just a noob on my laptop. But apparently, as many of us know, Texas education is at an all-time low. But this is just silly. So sometimes I go on Facebook and I like to argue just to argue sometimes. But I just have to talk about this one. But first, I need to get some basic sociological and ethnic studies out the way first. So, race, ethnicity, and nationality are all social constructs that were invented to sort of categorize people into these subgroups based on where they were born, what they look like, or what their culture is. So, race is one's perceived physical traits. Nationality is where you were born or your citizenship. Ethnicity is your culture or what group of people you come from. And it usually goes hand in hand with your nationality. Not always. So someone could be born in Japan and be ethnically Mexican or however, whatever you want. Anyways, I was on Facebook and let me see, let's get this. Hmm. Okay. And I see this. And this guy here is someone I'm very familiar with. He is from the same city that I am, and he makes a lot of political videos. He calls himself a reporter and I guess fearless advocate. He's a silly guy, but he's not the point of this. So there's a comment from this person says, "Is that a Mexican in MAGA?" And I'm commenting and respond and say, "He claims to be white." Insert.
I've never personally asked you this question and hope you don't take offense to this, but what is your ethnicity? We get a lot of people saying that you're going to be the first one deported back whenever Trump gets into office and that, that you're not truly 100% American and all that. And I want to know, you always tell me your yay's a yay and your nay's a nay.
Amen.
What uh, are you full-blooded American? Were you born in the United States? Talk to me.
I thought everybody knew. I'm white. Nah, well, that's what I put on my paperwork. You know, they say what they want, call me coconut and everything. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just a Christian. I'm an American. I got brown skin, purple lips, and full mane over here of hair. So I'm just an American. Simple. I'm not a Mexican. I don't claim to be a Mexican. I've learned that a Mexican is someone born in Mexico. I was born in America, so I'm an
That's what I
American.
was asking.
I'm an
Yep.
American citizen. I fill out white on every paperwork that I get, and I'm just a Tejano. I'm a Texan and a Christian and an American. Simple as that.
And I respond to him and I say, well, he claims to be white. And somebody else inserts themselves and says, he's actually white, just like yourself. He's just not a Caucasian. Mm, no. If you think he's white, I'm Michael Jackson. Also, I am not white. Move along. He responds again. White is your skin tone, not your ethnicity. There's a difference between being white and Caucasian. So I respond with white is a race. My race isn't white. There's a difference in having a lighter complexion and being racially white. Being Caucasian means you are racially white and of European origin, or being derived from the Caucasus region specifically, which is in Europe, and I believe also parts of Asia. And he retorts, no, ma'am. Arabs, Caucasians, and Latinos are all whites. They're not all Caucasians, but they're all whites. And that is just so wrong on so many levels because obviously you can have your white Latinos, your Afro Latinos, so on. And this other woman inserts herself as well and tries to say white isn't a race. I'm sorry. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever on any level at all. And some other woman tries to insert herself and says to me, hate to be the bearer of bad news, but white isn't a race. Where are all these people coming out of the woodwork from? What is this? What is in the water? What is happening here? None of that makes any sense and is just wrong. It's just wrong. I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all, ladies. So I respond to her and said, not bad news because you're incorrect. She laughs. And I respond to that first woman and say race is a social construct based on perceived physical traits. Check your census next time and maybe you'll see the options that they list. White and black are there because they are a category of race. I'm not sure what the confusion is. I really don't. And I just, for all of y'all tagging me arguing about white not being a race are just so silly. Need to do more research before y'all come here talking out y'all's butts and just sounding so uneducated. So uneducated. This second woman responds with an AI overview. White is considered a social and political construct used as a racial classification in modern society, but it is not a scientifically or biologically distinct race. It was a simple search on the internet. First of all, lady, I never said that it was biologically factual or scientifically. I said, pretty sure I said, or I didn't even specify if I didn't. Oh, I did, right here, to the first woman, which she probably didn't read it, but the second woman wasn't even, nothing was mentioned there. So, to go back to that. So I just respond, you're not saying anything I don't already know. Y'all argue just to argue, huh? And she laughs again. I just literally proved you are wrong, and you say I'm arguing? No, I'm showing proof. Lady, proof of what? Proof of what? You didn't prove me wrong. You didn't prove yourself right whatsoever. Your first comment, and I believe only comment to me, was that white isn't a race. Not biological, not scientific. That shit wasn't even mentioned. So I said, no, you didn't. You tried to tell me white's not a race, then show up with some AI generated response that says race is a social construct and think you did something. Go away already and read a book or something. And they don't respond. Not to me. What does she say over here? She must be a fangirl of Nino's or something. Which he is a whole other topic by himself. He is. But not the point. Not the point. Let's get this back over to me. Yeah. It's just so silly, so goofy. People need to it's free. We're all on Facebook. Google is free. You went to your AI and asked your, well, not even AI isn't even the best source, but it's literally free to do whatever research that you want to do. If you truly want to learn anything, you can do it. That's the beauty of having the internet at our fingertips. You can research whatever you want. It's not that hard. And unfortunately, these kinds of arguments are so prevalent where I live. And people around here are so not only uneducated, but so fucking bigoted. And it's like arguing with brick walls sometimes. But sometimes I got the time. I'll argue with a brick wall if I feel up for it. Somebody needs to help these folks out. So here I am, at your service, here for you all. Bye.